popular.
He's one of my favorite stories of all
amazing,
time.
yeah.
He's out the gate.
And people put like it made him kind of like didn't give attention to him at all. Kind of like
yeah,
made him
so
disappear.
but he actually went to school. He had all the history and that. But then after he came out with the story, they kind of scrubbed his history. And so they went, and the school had no records of him, but then they found like old telephone records that actually still had him going there and stuff like that. So that was like a bit of a red flag. You're like, why are they trying to erase the fact that he went to the school and had this kind of education and stuff? And then also that in his first interview, he mentioned this thing, I think it was element 115 or something like that, which wasn't discovered at the time, and he called it ununpentium. And he's like, this is what runs their engines, and they're like, oh, but an element, that high on the periodic table would be unstable. And he's like, oh, but at this point there's an island of stability where the element actually doesn't decay as fast as it should. And then now we have that element, and we've discovered it, and there is an island of stability there, and there is a stable isotope. I don't know if they called it ununpentium officially, but it was just weird things. Like, why?
Well, and then they tried to shut him down, bringing something up. So it really shows that people are very interested in keeping our knowledge.
Yeah, and
subdued. They want us to be kind of dumbed down. And
well, even recently, he did that that documentary with the fella Jeremy Corbell, who's a bit of a kind of personality who annoys me, but he made the documentary. It was okay. But even while they were making that documentary, Bob Lazar got raided by the FBI or the CIA or something like that. So I don't know. You think what you will. There's definitely some weird stuff going on.
There's something going on.
Something going on. Yeah. Why would they keep it away from us, bro?
Well, you've got David Grush now, which I haven't watched much of, but I think he just did a Joe Rogan as well. But he's saying there is aliens, and we do have pieces of aircraft 100% and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'd have to watch another video.
I don't know if it's money.
No money, no. It's knowledge, maybe.
Yeah,
I was just
because the system is built in a way that like whoever is in charge knows that it's going to collapse sooner or later. So they're trying to keep this.
Was it the whole thing of like
power, control?
Did they think we're all going to freak out and like things are going to stop working and systems are going to break down or whatever? Because my ex-partner Elisa always had this really interesting theory that I liked and I think is way more realistic, where the aliens land on the White House lawn or whatever, and everyone's like, oh my God. And for like 2 months, everyone's like, well, what's going on? And then watching the news, and people are, we're going to do this new discovery, and we've got now working with these extraterrestrial beings, and we're going to build interstellar. And then you realize, like, maybe a month later, you're like, yeah, I still got to pay my rent though, so I'm going to go back to work anyway. People need houses to live in, toilets cleaned and whatnot. So things are just going to carry on.